What's up guys, Jerome from Pleeka, and today I'll be doing my Supergirl video for Season 2, Episode 3. And I want to address something real quick before I get into the video. I've decided I'm not going to do a video for every single episode of all these shows, because I feel like some of them, even if they're bad, I'm going to feel like I should have to do a video for. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to do videos for the episodes that I like. So I'll do top 5 videos for every episode that I like. So there may be a week where like all the episodes were okay, and I might not do one. If that happens, maybe I'll do like an overall top 5 for all of them. So, like, you'll at least get one video from every show a week. Like, maybe 1 week it'll just be Supergirl. Maybe 1 week it'll just be Arrow. But we'll just have to see. All right, and my number 5 is that I think Alex is going to be the gay person that they've said is going to come out on the show. Because before all these shows started, they said someone on all these shows. And they might have even specifically said Supergirl. I'm not positive. But they said someone is going to come out as gay. And I believe that's going to be Alex because of that cop, Maggie Sawyer. I feel like they had that connection this episode, so I think she's gonna be the one that's gay, and I think they're gonna end up getting together. But I think they're gonna end up getting together by the end of the season, which could be pretty cool. That cop that actress was pretty likable. My number 4 is that Jimmy Olsen finally grew some balls. Usually he's like always doing what everybody else tells him, and he was kind of, for lack of a better word, a bitch the whole series. Like, he didn't really do much. Which is cool because like he stood up to Snappers or whatever that guy's name is. I can't think of it. He stood up to that guy this episode, and he also is going to become the Guardian later this season. So this might be him like stepping up, like he's becoming the boss of Catco, and now he's gonna become that superhero, which could be really really fun for his character. Because he was likable in the beginning of Supergirl, like beginning season 1, but then he slowly, as they gave him more love interest and stuff like that, became a lot less likable for me. So I like the direction that they're putting his character. My number 3 is that we got Linda Carter on the show this episode. She was Wonder Woman in the old TV series, and Supergirl, now she's the president. But also we got a little bit of twist on that, because at the end of the episode she was an alien. And I've seen a lot of things online that she could possibly be part of the Dominators, or I forget exactly what they're called, but the bad guys in the crossover. Which could be pretty cool if Linda Carter is part of the whole crossover that brings all these shows together. That could be really, really cool. I'm sure they will explain more of that later. Like, they're not just gonna put that tease at the end of the episode and then never go back to that. I mean, they could, I guess, but that'd be real stupid if they did. But I thought she did really cool this episode. I like the fun little teases they did, like Supergirl spun around to get the fire out, like how she used to change into her outfits, little shit like that. But she was really, really fun in this episode. Number 2 is that we finally got to see Mon-El/Superboy do something, because the past 2 episodes he's been laying on that table. We got to see him talk to Supergirl, and he is such a likable guy. And right off the bat in this episode, like I really think he'll be a cool Superboy. Sadly, Supergirl had to tell him that his whole planet got destroyed when Krypton blew up, which I mean is kind of good because that means he can't leave, and hopefully he will become Superboy on the show and go flying around with Supergirl and like do a lot of shit. It'll be a lot of fun, I think, having another character on the show, because they don't always have to rely on like Superman being another superhero for her to do stuff with. But yeah, there's not really much information about him out, but I'm excited to see where they go with Superboy on the show. And my number 1 is at the very end of the episode, which is actually pretty cool. Martian Manhunter went into that like alien bar and started hanging out, and he saw someone that like kind of freaked out because she saw that he was a Martian, and she ended up running out of the bar, and he followed her, and when he went outside, it was Miss Martian. Now I'm pretty sure in the comics Miss Martian is a white Martian in disguise. I don't think she's a bad Martian. I don't really know much about her character, but I'm excited for another Martian on the show because I really like his story. So it's really cool to get more into his character, and we'll get to see more into her, and maybe they'll go on to go fight with Supergirl. So yeah, it'll be pretty cool to see like where they take both of them this season, and hopefully maybe we can get a Young Justice show. Maybe they don't have a superhero show on Fridays. They could do that. They can put Colton Haynes on it. We could do Miss Martian. Even put Mon-El on there. You could put Wally West, Jesse Quick, like any of those characters on that show. It'd be like another Legends of Tomorrow, except they wouldn't be traveling through space. It'd be like the young kids like learning how to be superheroes, and like the crossovers could be real cool with like bringing their, I guess, adult versions like Arrow and Flash stuff like that on the shows to like teach them. I think that could be a lot of fun for them to do. Maybe it's a possibility because they're bringing a lot of other people, like younger characters, on the show that get powers. All right, and that's it for my Supergirl video for today. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below what was your favorite moment from Supergirl this week. And also, I want to shout out right here. We changed the name of the podcast we usually do. It used to be called Talking TV with Nick and Josh, but now because like I used to not be on it as much, but now that I'm on it and we're doing like 2 podcasts a week usually, we decided to change the name, so now it's just called the Pleeka Podcast. And I also want to shout out that next Monday on Halloween, I have a podcast with my sister. We did a special Halloween episode where we discussed, I think it's like maybe over 50 movies, like top horror/Halloween movies, because me and her, we each picked like a list of 10 plus some honorable mentions. But then we also had a special guest on the show that made a list. So if you're interested in like horror movies and like maybe just a Halloween podcast, go check that out. That'll be up on Monday. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.